I think that the learning experience in this class has been really good. The good part of this course is that we are required to do the readings beforehand, which allows the teacher to focus more on the application of the content of the course.
Before coming to class, the teacher gave us some materials that we had to read, and it put us perfectly in the context of what the teacher expects us.
I really like this methodology because you are not anymore a passive listener of what the teacher is explaining to you.
It's not the teacher who explains the topic anymore, but the students who, each of them with their interventions into the debate, help to build and create the knowledge.
In my case, it was also very valuable because doing something interactive always stays in your memory more than just hearing about it.
Tu, a l'hora de treballar, et sorgeixen els teus propis dubtes sobre les coses que no pots entendre i pots aprofundir en aquells conceptes que et resulten més complicats, que són els que realment, a l'hora de la veritat, no aconseguiries entendre mitjançant les classes convencionals.
We have a nice mix of both theoretic and practical elements, so we learn the best of both worlds.
Yo diría que es un muy buen método de enseñanza porque permite que personas diferentes puedan adquirir a su ritmo los mismos conocimientos, y esto es muy bueno porque las clases las hacen mucho más enriquecedoras y mucho más completas.
Han incentivat en mi una actitud més activa a l'hora de treballar els temes perquè nosaltres mateixos havíem de buscar, de llegir les lectures.
O sea, hacer el máster y compatibilizarlo con tu vida familiar y tu vida laboral es realmente complicado, siempre vamos faltos de tiempo. Con lo cual, tú tener la libertad para autogestionarte, verte los vídeos, estudiarte los casos, leértelos.
Nos ayuda a afianzar mejor los conceptos, porque como lo tienes disponible online y lo puedes volver a consultar en cualquier momento, en caso de necesidad siempre puedes acceder al contenido, volver a visualizarlo.
Learning a topic through having to present it means you have to research by yourself, and that's when you actually get to learn stuff and remember stuff.
It's very dynamic because you all expect something from others that you didn't do yourself. In the end, coming up with something that's good is actually very satisfactory for the whole team.
No siempre es fácil explicar una cosa a tus compañeros, por lo tanto tienes que hacer una búsqueda previa, entender el concepto y luego encontrar las palabras para explicarlo. Y el tercero, lo más importante, es la creatividad y la imaginación que le pones a la hora de explicarlo.
It was a unique experience with my group, and I feel like we were able to accomplish a lot through collaboration, which is one of Esade's values.
You're always going back, discussing with your team and getting all these inputs from different people that have understood the same process differently.
It was all about expanding my horizons and changing my perspective.
It makes a lot of sense. It is so easily applicable. I learned something today and tomorrow I can actually act on it.
This methodology is very important and useful for as a preparation for the future, because we learn a lot of the time that theory is not always applicable to reality, or at least that we need to adapt the theory to changing circumstances in real life. So we are learning the soft skills of being very responsive to changing circumstances.
It's probably something that we would actually meet in the business world, because you have to think about a lot of different things when you're making a decision.
El hecho de que sea una asignatura tan práctica y que acabemos haciendo un juicio implica que de forma práctica acabamos tocando todo lo que hemos venido haciendo hasta ahora.
El estudio de una materia que es tan abstracta como es el derecho, una vez se aplica a la práctica, pues coge el sentido y es como cerrar un poco la esfera de conocimiento.
In a changing business environment, definitely we need to compete based on something innovative. So in this respect, this class is really helpful.
It actually gives us the opportunity to run the company and not just learn the theoretical parts.
We work on a project and a live project, and we can thereby implement what we're learning theoretically in a project that we're actually going to submit and compete with.
In the future, I think many of the learnings from this class will help me in my career, because you get to see how things are actually done in organizations and how operations work.
Un poco hemos chocado con la realidad. Realmente me he dado cuenta de la utilidad social que tiene lo que estamos estudiando, que es el derecho y todo el servicio que podemos ofrecer a la sociedad.
Our case was on air products, so we actually get to see how to implement and make changes in terms of a strategic sales strategy so that a company can actually improve. And there'll be a lot of learnings from that I hopefully will be able to use in my future job.
If it's a viable idea, it's one that we have the opportunity to go forward with and create a business out of. So it's not just a class exercise, it's actually something that we could go on and use in life and perhaps create a business out of. So I think that's really exciting about this class.
What's really interesting and what sort of expands this out of the classroom
is the opportunity for us to then ideate that and fulfill it by working with them into a real life company. It's really up to us to ideate and see what we can come up with out of those and how far we can go.
What we are studying today for sure will be helpful in some ways in our future work.